The Bold and the Beautiful's Thomas has got a problem. A big problem. No, we're not talking about the battle over Douglas. We also don't mean his sister's impending confrontation with Sheila. Lena's totally going to put that whole family in danger sooner or later, nor Taylor and Brooke's ongoing battle over Thomas' father. Thomas, though, should be so lucky as the eternally waffling Ridge. His dad's got two women going to paint war over him, while Thomas has been going through a love drought for somewhat feels like ages. And that's something Matthew Atkinson noted in a recent Bold Live interview that he's keenly aware of. Trust me, he insisted during the interview, we all, when I say all, I mean literally everyone, one except for the writer's room. I don't know what they're saying because I'm not involved in the writer's room meetings, but everyone has reiterated that point, that Thomas should have a love interest. And no, he doesn't necessarily think it should be with Hope either. Not that it seems to be heading that way as the two drift further and further apart with what they think is best for Douglas. Though the two of them getting back together would solve the whole tug-of-war. No need to worry about who he's living with if Mom and Dad are already living together. If I had my way, Atkinson noted, I would have the obsession to Hope be done with. I don't think that was really a big deal in Thomas' life before I came on the show. It seemed like he had other relationships that were much more significant to him. Caroline was the actual mother to his child before she died. And anyone remember who Sally was in love with before she headed to Genoa City to romance Adam? And maybe Nick? Not to mention everyone from the years before. Atkinson might have a point. We shouldn't mix up Thomas' most unstable relationship with his most significant. But if not Hope, then who? The list of eligible bachelorettes in Los Angeles is a bit slim right now. Katie? Why not stick to the Logan ladies? She isn't exactly jumping to get back with Bill, and Wyatt's still stubbornly engaged. At least we think so. When he's around, so Katie could use a little romance too. Then again, with lines being drawn between the Forresters and the Logans by everyone from Steffi to Brooke, Thomas may want to steer clear. How about Paris? Carter leaving her at the altar hasn't exactly reignited a grand romance with Zend. What if she shifted her focus to another Forrester man? We already know they do just fine living together. Admittedly, she did friend-zone Thomas the last time he tried to get romantic. But that was back during her single and carefree Zend days. That has to have changed since she almost walked down the aisle with Carter, right? And while we can't imagine Grace's reaction to her daughter dating a man with such a checkered past as Thomas, we can imagine Paris telling her mom to mind her own business. What do you think? Is there anyone else out there who could work, or is time for someone completely new?